everybody, it's your boy Don. We are back with another video. Just where to begin, where to begin, where to begin. Um, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's obvious that we have so much work to do. We have so much work to do, and you know what? Half of it is on Thibodeau. Another half is on the players. But let's start with Tom Thibodeau because I feel like that Tom Thibodeau he's not even playing everybody, which I don't understand. I don't understand why he's not trying to play everybody. Like, he should be trying to play everybody at least. Miles Powell to this day still hasn't played. You got guys like Iggy still hasn't played. Finally, quickly entered the game today, but like, I feel like if we're going to get to a point where there's guys like Miles Powell that are not going to get a chance to play this way, and we'll just begin to lose badly because this Pistons team was not that good. The team that we basically lost to wasn't even their starters. We didn't even play their starters. This is basically kind of like their G League team, and we were trying to play and it wasn't working. Randall is Randall. He scores his points, but he has so many mistakes that he makes. Whether it's on the floor or passing, you just. But I can't put it all on Randall because, there are other guys now too that I feel like they need to step it up. Look, you got a guy here, Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson in 19 minutes, he had 8 points. How many fouls did he have today? I wonder if it tells you today. It's like he probably had like 5 fouls today, and that's ridiculous to me. That's ridiculous that he still has these problems. There's just not enough offense right now. Kevin Knox, don't get me started on Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox looks like he's just about done. Kevin Knox looks like he's just about done playing ball. And the same thing with Dennis Smith Jr. I don't know. I don't know. If this is your preseason, I don't know where you go from here. So my guys that I'm down on right now, Kevin Knox, Frankie, and Dennis Smith Jr. Look, they're all together in one spot right here. If you can see it. Hopefully I'm far enough below so you can see it here. They have absolutely been terrible. And that's the truth. Now on the bright side, we have RJ Barrett today, a nice little 25, 4, and 2. That's not a bad day for him. RJ Barrett picked it up once again. He's finding his points, but the problem is that RJ Barrett needs help. He needs some type of help. He got a little bit of help from Burks, but he's gonna need more than that. So it's not enough between Randall, Barrett, and Burks. There just needs to be another guy that's scoring. And of course you want Obi to score. But I'm not putting it on Obi so much because it's hard for Obi to score when the offense is just not clicking. We need a point guard. We don't have a point guard. The more I hear about Frank Ntilikina now, I don't want to hear anything about Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina is not a point guard. He's probably a shooting guard. I don't even know if Frank Ntilikina honestly is a guard in the NBA. Let's be honest. Don't get too mad at quickly. He was kind of inserted roughly into the game. And that's on Tom Thibodeau. If you're gonna play the kids, let them play from the beginning. Tom Thibodeau played his starters the whole first quarter. And it wasn't until like midway to the second quarter where he started really making subs. I don't know what his plan is, but we're gonna be in for a long season if this is what he's gonna do. He just has to play everybody. There's a guy on your bench by the name of Miles Powell who can make an impact. This guy, Thibbs is acting like we're like in mid-season. This is still the preseason. Some of these guys are gonna have to play. That's on that's on Tom Thibodeau. That's not on anybody else. Some of these guys have to play because it's very clear to me between Knox, Frank Ntilikina, and Dennis Smith Jr., who got 17, 12, and 12 minutes today. Spread those minutes out to people who haven't played. Spread those minutes out to people who haven't played. On a bright note, Nerlens Noel, another good game. Maybe just start Noel. Start Noel over for Mitchell Robinson for now. Mitchell Robinson says he doesn't care if he doesn't start. Well, you know what? You're not playing good enough anyway. So we might not go with Mitchell Robinson. I'm telling you. Mitchell Robinson needs to pick it up. I don't know what's going on with him. It's not that hard not to foul people. He's just not disciplined. He's ill-disciplined, and that's what's killing him. Of course, we gotta talk about Julius Randle too. I think that Julius Randle is a good player that plays in a in a way that doesn't really help his team. He'll get a bucket on one end, barely gets back on defense. Um, he forces the ball way too much. But at the same time, I understand where Randall's coming from because nobody else is doing anything either. So you want to try and take charge, but sometimes pass up the three and make another extra pass to see if somebody can get something going, like Burks was able to get something going. You know, it's a team game. You're not going to be able to win individually. This team is not good enough for individual efforts right now. Other than that, Reggie Bullock should have played better today. I'm a little bit disappointed. He had a couple of open shots that he didn't make. Maybe 9 points here or there. That's pretty much the tie in the game, A lot of the Knicks missed wide open jumpers and 3-pointers. That can't happen. We're not going to win that way. Next, we have OB Toppin. But I'm not. I talked about OB a little bit. I'm not that mad about OB. I mean, it's hard to play well when your team isn't playing well anyway, and you're trying to get him into the game, and it's not working. You're just making him an outside 3-point shooter, which is not what he is. He can get inside. He can put the ball on the floor. You have to give him a chance. But that's on Tom Thibodeau. It's on Thibodeau to make the offense flow. And he's supposed to be this defensive expert. I didn't see none of that in the beginning of the game. Everything I saw in the beginning of the game, last game, which was really only one day ago, because it was one day in between the game, the first one and today's game. You should be having this thing. You should be having this under control, and he doesn't. I'm worried about Tom Thibodeau as a coach of the Knicks, man. If you're gonna start picking favorites this early, we're going to be in for a long season, and we're going to lose many, many, many games. My optimism took a hit tonight. And you might say that it's just because, Don, it's just a preseason. 2 more games and the season starts, and Kevin Knox cannot find the rim. Frank Ntilikina can't even score. Dennis Smith Jr. doesn't look like a point guard. Randall is still making those bonehead plays. Reggie Bullock played better last game, but fell off this game. Mitchell Robinson can't stay out of foul trouble. We still haven't played all our guys. Be fair. Be fair to everybody. Be fair to everybody. Be fair to the guys who haven't played yet, because maybe they can do something different than these guys here below. The Dennis Smith Jr.'s, the Kevin Knox, the Frank Ntilikina's. Maybe those other guys can do something that they can't. So you got to give them a chance. And he has to realize that, because he might be gone by the end of this year. He better get it together, man. This team is not as bad as we look today, but it's just disappointing to me. It's disappointing. That's all I really got to say. I covered everybody. We can look at the stats here. We probably shot bad again from 3 today, because I can't remember that many going in. 8 of 33, so we did a little bit better today. 8 of 33, field goal percentage on 39%, 33 out of 84. And this wasn't even the starters. The Pistons barely played their starters. They pretty much played their bench and then the G League guys, and beat us pretty convincingly. But let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I don't know right now. I don't know. I'm disappointed. I would have hoped by now that Iggy would have gotten a chance, and Miles Powell quickly played a little bit, but you can tell it was almost like he was forced to play quickly. Tom Thibodeau better not mess this up by being selfish, man. Man, let your boy Don know in the comment section what you thought about this game. And by the way, thank you for checking out the live stream again. Those of you that showed up, thank you guys for showing up, hanging out. I know I didn't talk about it in the beginning, but I did want to give you guys a thank you. Thank you for staying and hanging out. I try to do them every game. It was fun having you guys in there. Shout out everybody. Definitely. But comment, rate, subscribe if you enjoy these videos. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. And I will see y'all next time, man. Peace. I'm out.